this is why it's so nice to not have makeup on.
That is so beautiful.
No.
What do you think of them?
They're ridiculous.
She never stops whining.
Meghan Markle Googled, is the race card an actual card?
I always think about it like the end of Super Mario Brothers. Slay the dragon, save the princess. I'm like, that's my husband.
It was meant to be a turning point. No glam squad spotlight, no scripted lines. Just Meghan Markle sitting down, makeup-free, promising honesty and reflection. The episode was presented as raw and personal, a chance for her to speak directly without palace walls or media filters. But within hours of release, the reaction online was intense, not driven by tabloids, but by everyday viewers who questioned the authenticity of what they were seeing. Some felt the emotion came across as rehearsed. Others said the tone felt overly polished for something labeled unguarded. Social media lit up with debates about whether the vulnerability felt natural or carefully packaged. And then comedian and HBO host Bill Maher weighed in during his show. His commentary didn't hold back. While he focused on media culture as a whole, many viewers interpreted his remarks as a direct critique of Meghan's public storytelling style. His segment amplified conversations that were already building online. For critics, the issue wasn't tears or tone, it was timing and branding. They argued that what looked like a deeply personal moment also doubled as a strategic image reset. Supporters pushed back, saying public figures are allowed to share their growth however they choose. But the online divide only widened. The episode featured entrepreneur and billionaire friend Jamie Kern Lima, who kept the mood supportive and warm. Some viewers appreciated that energy. Others felt the conversation lacked hard questions. Comments flooded in pointing out that even in a no-makeup format, the production still appeared polished. Styled hair, professional lighting, high-quality framing.
I just think she's crying for sympathy, playing the victim, when there's nothing to be a victim about, and there's also no sympathy to be granted for this lifestyle.
Yeah. But America did finally find a way to say, you know what, we love victims, but you two, we've just had a little too much.
That contrast fueled skepticism. Then came a small detail that sparked another wave of discussion. During the episode, a gift basket appeared on screen, complete with a handwritten note signed, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex. That signature quickly became a trending topic, while Meghan and Prince Harry no longer use HRH in an official capacity following their step back from royal duties. Discussions about titles can be complex and symbolic. Critics viewed it as branding. Supporters saw it as a personal identifier tied to marriage rather than status. Either way, the details shifted the focus of the episode almost instantly. Media analysts began discussing how authenticity functions in the influencer era. When a public figure reintroduces themselves, audiences expect imperfection, but they also scrutinize every frame. Some communications experts suggested that in today's hyper-digital culture, even sincerity is dissected like marketing. Every pause, every lighting choice, every phrase becomes evidence for or against credibility. Meanwhile, others defended Meghan, arguing that growth journeys are rarely tidy. They pointed out that sharing personal struggles on a global platform will always draw mixed reactions.
She's crying. There isn't a tear in sight. It's an actor's trick.
I mean, Meghan did claim that before dating Harry, she never Googled him, and she said she didn't know much about the royal family.
She married for money. It's very clear she bagged the elephant. She was thrilled she became a, quote, princess.
In their view, the backlash reflected broader fatigue with celebrity storytelling rather than a single podcast episode. Still, one fact stood out. The conversation shifted from the message to the presentation. Instead of focusing on her reflections, much of the public debate centered on optics, branding, and perception. Whether intentional or not, the episode became a case study in how difficult it is for high-profile figures to control narrative in a digital age. What was designed as a stripped-back reset evolved into a cultural flashpoint about image, expectation, and modern fame. And in that sense, the reaction may reveal as much about the audience as it does about Meghan herself. Even when she speaks about stepping back from royal life, critics argue that the royal connection never fully disappears. To them, Meghan isn't just presenting herself as a private individual. She's presenting a brand shaped by history, status, and symbolism. That handwritten Duchess of Sussex signature? Online commentators didn't see it as accidental. They saw intention, a signal, a reminder of position, and that's where the backlash caught fire. For some viewers, the contradiction stood out. You can't frame yourself as overwhelmed and misunderstood, they argued, while still leaning into the prestige of a royal title. Supporters countered that titles tied to marriage are complicated and not easily erased from identity. But critics insisted the optics mattered. The internet doesn't miss details, and perception often outweighs explanation. In the same episode, Meghan described her daily routine: early mornings, school drop-offs, packed schedules, non-stop emails, balancing motherhood with entrepreneurship.
And when you do interviews on your show, do you do the Jamie Kern-Lima reactions? Yes. Oh my God, there's something wrong with her.
They want it both ways. These people were so mean to us and poor us, and we don't want all this attention.
She painted a picture of movement from sunrise to nightfall. On paper, it sounded intense, but online reaction was mixed. Some empathized with the pressure of managing family and business under global scrutiny. Others questioned whether that narrative matched the reality of significant resources and support. Commentators pointed out that high-profile families often have assistants, nannies, staff, security, and that comparing that life to everyday parental stress can feel disconnected. The criticism wasn't about parenting itself, but about presentation. When you describe chaos while living in a multi-million-dollar estate, audiences may interpret it differently. Then came the part about writing nightly emails to her children, Archie and Lilibet, to be read when they're older. Some found the idea touching, a digital time capsule of memories. Others viewed it skeptically, questioning whether sharing that detail publicly blurred the line between private affection and public storytelling. In celebrity culture, even tender gestures get analyzed from every angle. And the conversation didn't stop there. Observers noted that many personal anecdotes flowed naturally into mentions of projects and product lines. For critics, that made the episode feel less like reflection and more like rebranding. In today's media environment, audiences are highly alert to subtle marketing cues. When personal vulnerability overlaps with business promotion, skepticism grows fast. Her lifestyle series on Netflix faced similar scrutiny.
Your voice is driving me crazy and I'm about to jump over there and put my fists down your throat.
I think the woke have been asleep.
Oh my gosh, I work so hard.
You're complaining about your hard life, and you're so privileged. It's just so weird.
It's ridiculous.
I'm searching for something to like about her, and it's so hard.
Well, if Meghan and Harry can quit their family, you can too.
The concept leaned into an elegant, cozy aesthetic. Cooking, homemaking, curated calm. Some viewers enjoyed the soft, aspirational tone. Others questioned whether the skills felt practiced or polished for camera. Viral clips circulated of cooking moments that online commentators described as awkward. Social media thrives on exaggeration, and memes spread quickly. Even product fulfillment became part of the narrative. A handful of customers posted online about delayed orders, though such issues are not uncommon in new brand launches. Still, in the digital age, a few posts can snowball into a trending topic within hours. Public perception can shift rapidly when complaints stack up. At the center of it all sits a bigger cultural question. Can a global figure separate personal identity from commercial enterprise? Meghan's critics argue she blends the two too tightly. Her supporters argue that modern public figures must manage both simultaneously. Either way, the debate keeps growing louder. In an era where authenticity is currency, every detail matters, from titles to tone, from kitchens to calendars. And when audiences sense performance over transparency, they react fast. Whether fair or not, the scrutiny reflects a reality of modern fame. The higher the profile, the sharper the spotlight. The wholesome rebrand? Critics say it didn't quite stick. At one point, online rumors claimed that lifestyle brand Goop passed on a potential collaboration because Meghan's public image was considered too polarizing. There's no confirmed statement supporting that claim, but the chatter spread fast. The narrative online was simple. If you're selling calm, simplicity, and soft living, your public image has to feel steady too.
She's a princess too, and Harry is slaying dragons to rescue her.
You know, look what we built. We've built a beautiful life, and we have 2 healthy, beautiful children. And I always think about it like the end of Super Mario Brothers when you get to the final level. And what's the goal in Super Mario? They're like, slay the dragon, save the princess. I'm like, that's my husband.
Who is Harry rescuing her from? The family she abandoned before making him abandon?
During promotion for Suits, she was joking with one of the photographers that she can cry on command. Left eye, go. And then you watch a tear fall down her face, and then she starts cackling because she's so proud of herself.
Then came the buzz around the Time 2025 most influential list. Meghan didn't make the ranking, yet she appeared on stage at a Time-related summit event. That alone triggered speculation. Some questioned how speaking slots are chosen at high-profile conferences. Others shrugged it off, noting that public figures often attend events without being on annual lists. Still, the optics sparked conversation. Her speech focused on themes like joy, intention, and small daily magic. Supporters called it uplifting. Critics called it vague. A few viral posts joked that the phrasing sounded like motivational quotes pulled from a vision board. Social media did what it always does. Clipped moments out of context, added captions, and turned them into memes within hours. Fair or not, perception moves faster than explanation in the digital era. Then attention shifted to Prince Harry. During a BBC interview, he discussed ongoing security concerns and the complexities surrounding protection for his family. His comments about responsibility and safety sparked strong reactions. Some sympathized with his desire to ensure protection for his wife and children. Others felt the tone added tension to an already strained relationship with the royal family.
If I don't have meetings in the morning, then I try to do school drop-off. They're at 2 different schools. So from 6:30 in the morning.
No one wants that, not the children. And also it sets this really unrealistic expectation, which Meghan is so good at doing for other parents.
And you look the exact same with no makeup as makeup. And we're
that's very
She's allegedly wearing no makeup. Meanwhile, she's got like the perfect blowout. Like she's completely camera ready.
When public health concerns involving King Charles were mentioned in commentary surrounding the interview, online debate intensified even more. Critics accused Harry of escalating private disputes in public. Supporters argued he was simply addressing safety concerns openly. As always, the truth likely sits somewhere between perception and personal experience. But the timing fueled speculation that media appearances and podcast releases were coordinated image efforts. For observers, the bigger issue became credibility. When emotional interviews, business ventures with Netflix, public speeches, and brand messaging all overlap, audiences start connecting dots, whether those dots truly connect or not. In the age of viral commentary, narrative can snowball quickly. By this point, skepticism had grown louder. What was once framed as healing and transparency was, to critics, starting to feel strategic. Supporters maintained that public growth always comes with backlash. Still, one thing was clear: the internet was no longer reacting with quiet curiosity. It was reacting with loud, divided opinion. And just when it seemed the cycle might slow down, another moment surfaced online, one that pushed the conversation to an entirely new level. The moment that really set social media off: a single tear. It rolled down Meghan's left cheek mid-sentence, right as the emotion in her voice peaked. On its own, it looked powerful. But longtime viewers quickly remembered an old promotional clip from her Suits days where she once joked about being able to cry on cue, even referencing her left eye as she snapped her fingers and laughed. That clip resurfaced within minutes, and suddenly, the podcast moment wasn't just emotional, it was questioned. Online commentators didn't hold back. Some said the tear felt cinematic. Others argued people were reading too much into it. But once doubt enters the chat, it spreads fast. One viral comment joked, "Even her tears deserve an award." Harsh? Maybe.
40 minutes into the podcast, this little picture, quite a grainy picture, flashed up, which shows a basket of, homemade preserves with a card on it, HRH, Duchess of Sussex, Meghan.
I find it a little bit cringe to give a gift to a close friend and sign it her royal.
So hard. The moment that everything sells out, it doesn't mean that we're done. It means we're working on replenishment and what are the next SKUs and what's the next tranche of products and what's the timing on that, and writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line and what's the cadence of it.
And then let me write a book about how much we don't want to take.
but it captured the mood of a skeptical audience that already felt unsure about the authenticity of the episode. Critics claimed the performance felt too polished, the lighting perfect, the timing flawless, the emotion almost rehearsed. Supporters countered that public figures are constantly accused of being too real or not real enough, and there's no winning that game. Still, the conversation shifted from what she was saying to how she was saying it, and in media, that shift matters. When commentators like Bill Maher openly described her public persona as exhausting or overly curated, the debate reached new audiences. His remarks weren't official verdicts, just personal commentary, but they amplified what many online users had already been discussing. And once mainstream voices join a narrative, it gains momentum fast. At this point, critics framed the entire rollout, podcast, speeches, lifestyle branding, interviews, as part of a broader image reset. Supporters insisted it was simply a woman reclaiming her story on her own terms. But the divide felt sharper than ever. What was meant to feel like vulnerability began to feel, to some, like strategy. And here's the twist. Modern audiences don't just consume content anymore. They analyze it, frame by frame, word by word. They fact-check, cross-reference, and resurface old clips within seconds. In that environment, even a tear becomes evidence in a cultural trial by internet. So where does that leave things? The narrative battle is still unfolding. Some believe Meghan can recalibrate and reconnect. Others think the skepticism has gone too far to reverse. Reinvention in the public eye is never simple, especially when every attempt is dissected in real time. One thing is certain, the conversation isn't slowing down. The spotlight is still bright, the opinions still loud, and the story still evolving. If you want the next chapter as it happens, the analysis, the reactions, the behind-the-scenes context, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Is this backlash temporary, or is it a turning point? The drama isn't over, not even close.